Hi, I want to welcome you to Biology 120 Environmental Sciences at San Diego Mesa College. My name is Rick Matthews, and I will be your online instructor for this summer course. This is a very rapid 8-week course, and as I have indicated in the syllabus, it is going to be the same amount of content and rigor that we would find in a 16-week semester, since it articulates with 3 units. We are going to look at the principles of science in this class, since it's an introductory biology class. So we'll be looking at the principles of science. That includes looking at some basic chemistry, looking at population biology, looking at the effects of evolution. But we'll spend most of our time actually looking at environmental situations. In the Canvas site, as you guys log on to your Canvas, you're going to find our program here, Biology 120. And if we can get that to click in, we'll have an opportunity for you to look at the home page. Each week I will provide a new home page. I'll set it as the home page. It should be the first thing that you see when you log in. And so as we look at this particular page, you will be able to see that we have some syllabus components here, and that you have access to a printed syllabus. I actually sent you a copy of that, and so you have that. But on this first page, I've also broken out what I think are important areas as subsections, and you're certainly welcome to explore all of those particular hyperlinks. Now, one of the things that I ask students to do is to add a real picture to your account, so that when I'm interacting with you, I actually see your face and I have the ability to be able to recognize you out of a crowd. I prefer that you don't use avatars. I am introducing myself, and so you know what I look like, and it would be nice on my end to get to know my students. That's one of the disadvantages of teaching online, is not being able to get to know the students very well. So if you would add your photo, I would appreciate that. The other thing that we have this first week is for you to go to the discussion section and answer the prompts as a way to introduce yourself to me and the rest of the class, because I'd like to be able to build community. And if we look at our web page here, you'll see that I've given you a number of things to do this first week. One of the things that you need to do is to log on to McGraw-Hill Connect. We will be using assignments out of that, so you do need an access code. If you go to this video that you see right here, there's a link for a video. They give you instructions on how to do that. If you look on the left-hand side of our navigation bar over here, you'll actually be able to see that we've made a link to McGraw-Hill. So if you click that McGraw-Hill Connect link and then follow the instructions that were presented to you in the video, you should be able to use your access code. Now, many of you have bought access codes from the bookstore or McGraw-Hill already. If you have not, a second option is that you can actually purchase it there when you first log on. And a third option, for those of you who are not sure whether you might stay in the class, McGraw-Hill provides a 2-week free access. It won't get you through the entire semester, but it would give you an opportunity to sample the class, to see that if you actually want to invest. But you will need a McGraw-Hill access code in order to complete the class. And then down below, the bottom of the page, you'll see that I then break out on this home page what the assignments are going to be for the week. And so this particular week, we'll be looking at chapters 1 and chapters 2. Each one of those, there's a requirement that you do the reading. An online class is I'm not the one that delivers most of the content. I'm going to be the coach, and you need to actually do a lot of reading in an online class. We'll always give a quiz to see how you've done on that reading, and then there will be activities that I'm going to assign you to do. And so related to chapter 1, we're going to establish our ecological footprint. How much does it actually take to support our particular lifestyle? And you'll also see that I've sent you to an external reading on the tragedy of the commons. I want you to read this classic and think about the idea that there was a common sort of park pasture area in communities where each family could graze one cow in order to support themselves, the idea of a shared commons. And then what happens when a family decides that they're going to raise 2 cows on that shared space, and we end up with something called the tragedy of the commons. And then also this week we'll be looking at chapter 2, and you'll see that there are some assignments for that on the homepage as well, including our first activity in the Connect. So I welcome you to environmental science. I look forward to working with you. I think we should have an interesting summer. There are lots of interesting environmental issues in your introduction. I actually ask you to state what you think are the most important ecological issue, or what is the most important ecological issue or issues to you at this particular time. What do you think as far as the United States, California, the world? What are the environmental issues that are actually important to you? So I look forward to giving you introductions to chapters and in the future. So you'll see little videos of me doing some things once in a while. And I look forward to reading your introductions and getting to know you. And I'm glad that you're in this class. I'm here to help you. I am in pretty much constant contact. You shouldn't have to wait too long for me to respond. The best way to respond once we get started here is to do it through the inbox in Canvas, and leave me emails there. But if you don't think that I've gotten back to you quick enough, you can always use my San Diego Community College email address that you have from when I've reached out to you in the past. So welcome, and I look forward to working with all of you. So let's have a great semester.